Hello, this is Heather with another installment of R-Rated Reviews. Today I am going to go back to the Ryobi tools that I was supposed to be reviewing, and I haven't in a while. So I'm going to do a couple today. I was all set up to work on the driveway, and now I know why Mother Nature is considered a girl, because she can't make up her mind. It was raining, it was sunny, it was raining, it was sunny. I'm over it. So tomorrow is my anniversary. And I always like to do a homemade gift for Christmas, for my kids, for TJ. And so I've decided to make a sign for our front yard because it's been bugging TJ for a while that we live sort of like a hobby farm. And all the neighbors have names. Like my neighbor across the street's like Pigfoot Farms or Pig Feet or something. And so we came up with a name. We're going to be Double Yoker Farms, because we have a couple of chickens that lay eggs so big that they have 2 yolks. And so it just became like a little joke. So I have a sign I bought from Tractor Supply when it was on clearance, and I like the shape of it. So I used this as my template for what I'm going to cut out of the wood that I'm making the sign with. And so today I'm going to review the Ryobi Jigsaw. And I am also going to review their nailer, the brushless nailer. So I'm going to be using their router as well, but I don't think I'm going to do a review on the router because I have their really old blue one and it still works great, but it's not as user-friendly by any means as the new Ryobi router, which I got to use once because I didn't have it on the job site, so I went and bought one, and then I used it and returned it. So that one's great, but since this one works, I'm not gonna go buy a new one. I can't justify that. It's just takes a really long time to unscrew all the parts and get it taken get it taken apart so that you can change the tips on it. And so I'm going to leave this off, but we'll do the 2 tools with the brushless nailer. I did go with the extra money on the brushless, and this thing works great. So far, my only complaint is the weight. It is super heavy. So it works fine if you're not having to hold it above your head. But on many jobs I'm on, you got to hold it. You're doing crown molding. And this is not their crown stapler. It's just the nailer. And then their jigsaw, I'm going to tell you, I didn't like it at first. The reason is because I felt like I had no control over it. This thing went fucking nuts. I felt like I was afraid of it. It was bouncing all over the place. You got to hold it down. And I always read the directions in the owner manual and stuff, especially on tools I don't know how to use or I've never used before. And I did read them thoroughly. But then I didn't use the tool for like a super long time and sort of like forgot one of the features. It has speed control, which is fucking awesome because apparently it was set up to be on the fastest speed and this thing wanted to just chew through everything, and that's why I had no control. So I slowed it down and it's at a more manageable pace, and now I can actually cut things and do different designs. So hang on and I will show you the wood that I'm using and why I'm not doing a biscuit joiner for the wood because I'm not busting all that out. Tomorrow's the anniversary. I'm making a sign today, and I've got a wood burn and I've got to paint and I've got to do a lot of stuff. So hang on. I'm going to set it up so that you can see the actual tools being used. And I got to take a glove off because this doesn't work without them. Okay, so normally I would use a biscuit joiner to put the pieces of wood together. But I was given a whole bunch of wood that was formerly a crate. And so the pieces are already put together. But once I cut it into the shape that I'm going to cut it, I'm going to lose these side pieces. And I'm only going to have one piece in the middle holding these horizontal pieces together. And so I'm not going to bother going nuts because for the sake of time, I'm going to use some wood glue, which, by the way, is awesome shit. You want to throw an extra review in there? Type on 3. I could use liquid nails or something like that, but I have to tell you, I didn't think there was a difference between Type on 2, Type on 3. There is. And it's actually worth the money. This shit's awesome. So, I am going to see where... Okay, so my design goes all the way to here. I'm going to keep these side pieces just inside of where I drew my pattern. And then I'm going to use the nailer. I have one 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch nails in the nail gun right now. So I'm going to put some wood glue that's going to hold it permanently. It doesn't want to come out. I'm going to lose my mind today. And then, what the fuck? Oh, there's a big wad of fucking dried up glue in here. No wonder. All right, let's get that cleaned off. All right. Wow. Okay. Oh, much better. Glue comes out of the glue bottle. Okay. So now the other side ends over here. So I'm going to go here. Put these in place. I'm going to use a nailer. This is how easy this thing is to use. So this is the Ryobi brushless nailer with Porter cable, 1 1/4 inch nails in it. Oh, there we go. And that's how fast it eats fucking batteries. That's the other downfall with it. This was a fully charged battery. This is the brand new 6 amp battery. By the way, it says it's still full. So let's see if maybe it's just operator error. Okay. It wasn't really operator error. It was just a misfire on the part of the nail gun. So that's how easy the nail gun is to use. I have checked. And my nails have not gone through the other side. So now that I have this firmly secured with the extra pieces here, I'm going to be able to cut the pattern and the shape that I have with the jigsaw. So let me set that up and I'll be back in a minute. And I have to wear my gloves or I'm going to wind up getting splinters like I always do. Okay, so I flipped my wood over where my design is. And this is a Speed Match Precision Blade Saver jigsaw from Ryobi. And I have to start, I'm going to use the factory edge at the bottom so I don't have to make a straight cut there because the bottom of the sign is flat. But I have like a little corner curve here. There's a couple corner curves, a whole bunch of curves at the top. And so I'm going to start down here. Okay, I'm around most of the curves on one side. I'm going to go up the top now. I'm taking that off because I want to be able to turn the wood. Sometimes I find the saw easier to use. When you turn the wood instead of the saw, it doesn't blend the bait. It doesn't blend. I can't talk today. It doesn't bend the blade as much if you sometimes turn the wood. This is too hard to really navigate, but I want to get all the excess pieces off. But you can see the curved cut that I just made there. You can see the curved cut that I made at the bottom. I'm going to sand everything and make it nice and smooth. But for the most part, those cuts are really, I'm happy with them. So I've got to go around this curve here, and then I'll show it to you when it's done. And if I don't stop right now, I'm going to saw through my sawhorse, which I have done before. So, let me move this, close it together. Boy, wouldn't that be funny? I think I have a nail in there, so hang on one second. Yeah, that didn't want to go through the nail. My fault. And get you back in there. There we go. Out of the way. Am I getting too close to my sawhorse? Okay. That's a brad nail. I'm going to go straight off the edge over here. I wanted to get rid of that excess wood again so I can see what I'm doing. Let me turn this. And I gotta move this back out. Okay, that's better. Didn't feel too secure. I am no craftsman, but I was able to cut out the majority of the sign. Oh, I have to fix this one over here. I missed a little cut. This one, my pencil line's too light. So it didn't match the other side. So it needs some work because I'm no craftsman, but the jigsaw cut everything I needed it to cut. I have to neaten this up a little bit, but you can see how easy it is to use. I got my corner cuts at the bottom. I got rounded cuts at the top. I have to sand it out, and then I'm going to be able to wood burn and paint the logo and the words on it, and hopefully I will have it done by tomorrow, which I didn't give myself much time. But I will definitely give the Ryobi jigsaw 2 thumbs up because of the matching speed and the fact that you can adjust the speed. It's pretty easy to use. I don't like the vibration, but I think that just goes with the territory. Now the nailer, I wanted to show you how easy and how fast that goes. That thing is perfect other than the weight. It's got to feel like 8 or 10 pounds in your hand, especially with the battery attached. But they're good, and I'm very happy with them. So I would highly recommend the brushless Ryobi nail gun, the 18 gauge brad, and then the blade saver. I love they call it a blade saver. I still burn through Ryobi blades because the blades are garbage. But thanks very much, and I will see you again soon. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. I tried to make it shorter, but we're looking at how to use power tools. It's not always quick. And if you'd like to subscribe at some point, I would love to see 1 or 2 or 4. Thanks. Have a great day.